First at 5, the grandmother of a Kapolei 3-year-old who died from alleged abuse and neglect is suing the state, claiming it failed to act on reports to child welfare services.
Sarai Perez Riviera's mother and her girlfriend are charged with the murder of Perez and abuse of her 3 siblings. Annalisa Burgos joins us now with the latest.
The attorney for Leah Schnabel tells me that his client is Sarai's grandmother, who wants the Department of Human Services to do its job and protect her remaining grandchildren. She claims the state was aware of concerns about the 4 children's welfare 4 months before Sarai's death, and the autopsy confirms her worst fears. A warning: details in this case are disturbing. The medical examiner's autopsy confirms what HPD investigators reported. Sarai died on June 13th of last year from severe dehydration and starvation due to the deliberate withholding of food and water. She also had several blunt force injuries on her body, including her head and face. Police say Sarai's mother, Janae Perez, and her girlfriend, Ashley Utley, abused Sarai and her 3 siblings, all under 6. Perez and Utley are being held at OCCC without bail after being indicted on 5 felony charges, including murder, assault, and kidnapping. Schnabel's lawsuit claims in February 2024 concerned family members called the Child Welfare Services hotline to report the Perez children were removed from school, appeared dirty and uncared for, and appeared to be skinny and losing weight. It also says family members reported the same concerns in March and May to child advocacy group Parents and Children Together.
So we're not talking about somebody who was assaulted once by a parent and fell down, hit her head and died. This is something that took time. And whatever CWS did was ineffective. It did not prevent this. We don't know exactly what it is that they did or tried to do at this point in time, as the suit was only just filed. But what we can say is that it was an utter failure. There's 1 child dead, 3 others taken out of the home and placed into foster care, and the mother now charged with homicide.
DHS did not comment on the lawsuit. A spokesperson said there is a process for reporting child abuse and requires complainants be very descriptive. Gallagher says the state is trying to balance a child's and family's privacy rights and public disclosure, but not doing enough to prevent child abuse deaths.
There are a lot of things that are handled in family court that are fairly secretive. So unfortunately, we don't find out what's happening until something has gone terribly wrong. But there are certainly instances of people misusing the system to report on a neighbor or family member in acts of retaliation. But even those types of complaints, when they come into CWS, should be investigated and properly investigated.
Now, the lawsuit seeks damages. Custody of the 3 children will need to be resolved in family court. In a statement to H&N, DHS says it, quote, continues to grieve with the community over the loss of this child and relies on the community to play a vital role in keeping children safe. And if you suspect child abuse or neglect, call the 24/7 CWS hotline at 808-832-5300 on Oahu and 888-380-3088 on neighbor islands. Those numbers on your screen now. Annalisa Burgos, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you very much, Annalisa.